Have you ever wondered how the Israel-Palestine conflict, one of the longest-standing and most controversial disputes in the world, began? Let's trace back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a time when the world was shifting and new ideologies were taking shape. In this era, we see the rise of two powerful movements, Zionism and Arab nationalism. Zionism, a Jewish nationalist movement, sought to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine, while Arab nationalism aimed to unite Arabs from across the Middle East under one flag. Fast forward to 1917, a significant year in our tale. The British government, through the Balfour Declaration, expressed support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Then, in the early 20th century, under the British Mandate of Palestine, these intentions began to materialize. A land claimed by two peoples, the stage was set for a century-long struggle. As World War II ended, the conflict took a significant turn. The Holocaust's horrifying impact led to a surge in Jewish immigration to the British Mandate of Palestine. The world sympathized with the plight of the Jewish people. Their quest for a homeland gained momentum. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan. The idea was to divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem under international control. The Jewish Agency for Palestine accepted the plan, but Arab leaders did not. In May 1948, the Jews declared the establishment of an independent state of Israel. The very next day, neighboring Arab nations launched a war against the new state. The conflict was intense and bloody, but ended with an armistice in 1949. Israel survived its first test, emerging victorious and even expanding its territory. The aftermath of the war left Israel in control of more territory, and the Palestinian refugee crisis began. The following decades saw a series of wars and peace attempts, but a lasting solution remained elusive. The Six-Day War of 1967 was a pivotal moment in the Israel-Palestine conflict. In a preemptive strike, Israel attacked Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, who had been amassing troops along their borders. In just 6 days, Israel captured the Gaza Strip and the Sinai Peninsula from Egypt, the West Bank and East Jerusalem from Jordan, and the Golan Heights from Syria. This swift victory significantly altered the geographical and political landscape of the region. Fast forward to 1973, the Yom Kippur War, also known as the October War, erupted. Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on Israel on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. Despite initial successes, the Arab forces were eventually pushed back, and a ceasefire was brokered by the United States and the Soviet Union. The aftermath of these wars led to a series of peace attempts. Notably, the Oslo Accords in the 90s marked a significant step towards peace. For the first time, Palestinian leaders officially recognized Israel's right to exist, and Israel acknowledged the Palestine Liberation Organization as the representative of the Palestinian people. The accords aimed to establish a framework for the peaceful coexistence of the two states. However, the peace process has been fraught with difficulties. The implementation of the Oslo Accords has been slow and marred by sporadic violence. The issues of Israeli settlements, the status of Jerusalem, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees have remained major stumbling blocks. The road to peace has been long and tumultuous, and the conflict continues to this day. Despite numerous diplomatic efforts, the resolution of the Israel-Palestine conflict remains a complex challenge. Hope springs eternal, but the path to peace is fraught with obstacles that require patience, understanding, and compromise from all parties involved. Despite numerous attempts, peace has remained a distant dream. Fast forward to the present day and the conflict continues. The landscape of this age-old dispute is ever-changing, with recent escalations adding a fresh layer of complexity. Tensions rumble on, fueled by territorial disputes, political ideologies, and a series of unfortunate events that have marred the region. International players have not been mere spectators in this unfolding drama. Nations from around the globe have often stepped into the fray, offering mediation, extending support, or sometimes adding fuel to the fire. Their involvement has had a profound impact, shaping the course of the conflict in ways both subtle and significant. On the ground, the people living amidst this conflict bear the brunt of the turmoil. Their lives are marked by uncertainty, punctuated by moments of fear and hope alike. Yet, amidst the discord, there are stories of resilience, of shared humanity that transcends boundaries. The quest for peace and coexistence continues, yet the path remains fraught with challenges.